So when do we start recording, my G?
Oh, he's already started recording, so we could just start.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
So
how are you doing? This is Oliver Shea. This is Suave again. We back on the 7th episode. Today I got a special guest. What's your name, sir?
Michael.
What do you do, Michael?
I'm an engineering student at Temple University.
Nice. What year are you?
This is my final year. This is my last semester.
Okay. You already see the finish line, bro.
Of course.
Go for it. We talking, we keep it fresh over here. This is Suave, confident, focused, motivated. Today we're gonna be talking about a topic, the importance of self-reflection. What do you think self-reflection is?
I feel like self-reflection is the way you see yourself, and that's the most important thing because you know yourself the best.
Fact.
So the way you see yourself is just so important, and you have to be able to sit down, look at yourself, analyze yourself.
I like that.
Analyze yourself.
Yeah, I like that. So it's like, self-reflection is literally there's a particular mirror you see yourself in your room, right? And then you keep looking at that mirror, right? The moment you step out of it and you see another mirror, you still see that same image of yourself. Like, no one can tell you shit because you already seen yourself first.
Which is true.
Because if you already saw yourself first, like, no matter what other people say about you, it's never gonna matter.
It's not, because you know who you are.
Fact. So
which
that
is
means
very important.
That means self-reflection is know yourself first.
Exactly.
Right. It's, hey, know your interest, your hobbies, what makes you tick. Never lose your inner child, right? Never lose it.
Never. You always need it.
You need to find it. Like, that's why I thought, usually I'd be like, we need to go back to hold the habits, man, that make you think. Like, things that you literally love, right? Things that actually give you the most fun, right? Like, what kind of interests you do? Like, what kind of things do you like to do? You do stress-free. You don't even think about it.
I don't even think about
right.
it. Chilling, hanging out with friends.
Fact.
Let me say that.
You gotta value the moments you spend with friends. Like, we've had that in the previous episodes. Like, your family, your friend, those moments with them, they actually matter because they make you
who you are.
Fact.
Those are the most important things in the world.
Fact.
Friends, and as you said, family. You need those people. Like, nobody should be in this world alone.
Fact. The world is fucked up. We need family and friends to live it.
We need family and friends.
It's better when we have family and friends around.
Exactly. Like, people who think, they don't need friends, they don't need anyone. Those are the scariest people to me, because you always need someone to talk to.
Right.
You always need somebody to bounce ideas off of. And you can do that with your friends and your family.
Facts. I think that also just brings about the idea of, like, there's never a self-made person. Like, you're a reflection of your family, your friend, the people you hang around. Like, your circle of 5 friends, man, they go a long way. Like, it's like being in the right circle. Like, you just have to be in the right circle. You just have to move in those, because they gotta inspire you. If the person you moved in with, they don't inspire you, they don't spoil interest, they don't make you want to be better, bro, why you with
them? Exactly. And that's how I think all the time when I'm hanging around my friends. Do these people better me?
Fact.
Or do they not? Fact. And if they don't, I don't need to be around them at all. I'd rather just be by myself, and be in my inner thought.
Right.
And that brings us back to our topic, self-reflection. I have to be able to self-reflect and think, are these people good for me?
Right. You be battling, you be like, are they my people? Are they on my team?
Are they on my team or not? Do I need them in my life or not?
Fact.
Because at the end of the day, say my friends, they just want to drink, smoke, hang out with babes all the time.
It's youthful exuberance, man. I get it. Like, I'm not against having fun. I'm against the fun that kills us.
Exactly.
And it's, you gotta put a balance to it. You gotta be disciplined. Where you're trying to go, it requires discipline, bro.
It does.
Like, so I be saying this thing a lot. Like, someone that's chasing dreams, you're gonna lose nights. You're gonna have sleepless nights if you're chasing dreams.
Exactly.
Because you're doing what most people wouldn't do. So why you gotta do the same thing they're doing?
That's true.
It's like it's your dream. You gotta stay up with it and chase it.
You have to chase it. You have to work on it yourself.
And it requires discipline. It requires saying no to so many things. Like, it's good to have fun.
Yes, it is.
Again, don't just do the fun. That'd be killing you. It's like,
That's really what it is. Even God says we have to do things in moderation. And I feel like that's what a lot of people miss. They just want to do too much.
Fact.
And that's the problem.
And if you do too much, you're gonna crash.
You're gonna crash out.
Right. That reminds me, like, you being like, so you Christian?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Nice. So happy Sunday, by the way.
Happy Sunday to you too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it's just, it's on self-reflection, man. Like, know yourself, like, interest. I play soccer, like, I say soccer is football.
Yes, that's
like, it's my football. It's like, and I'm glad the World Cup is actually coming to the US. So it's like, having the best player in Messi on the continent is like,
that means something to you.
You just Wednesday nights with Champions League nights, back home in Lagos, it's like, ooh, these guys are superstars. Now I'm so close to this.
Now you're so close to them. Yeah, it makes sense.
Like,
yeah.
The jerseys, I'm like, you're living in that dream. You just gotta be grateful about it. Just be I would kill for a Messi ticket right now. Now they coming to town.
Yeah.
They come they coming to town. So it's like, chase your interests. Those things that you would ordinarily do, don't change for any person.
You can't.
You gotta be selfish about what you want, bro.
Yes.
If you really want it, then you gotta commit.
And that comes down to who you are. If you know who you are, no one can change you.
Fact.
No one can affect you.
Talking about knowing who you are, like, what made you decide on your major? Like, there's so many other disciplines you could have done at Temple. Why did you choose that one?
I'll say when I was younger, I've always liked hands-on, things, building, fixing things, tinkering with things.
Right.
And growing up, I would look online, like, what major dealt with things like that or along the lines, and I saw that engineering disciplines dealt with building, fixing, tinkering, building things.
Fact.
So that's really what choked. Like,
so you role modeled yourself, like,
pretty much. It's not like, my parents forced me. Never.
So they're not like typical, you gotta be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or a failure.
They're not like that. Luckily, like me, I wanted to be an engineer. My brother, he's an accountant. Like, we chose good, degrees. But
you're still kind of playing this. You think you got I respect that though.
But that's really what made me become an engineer, and I'm so happy because I know the work that's went into it. It's a lot of hard work, but I've made it through, and I can say that I've lost myself through the journey, but I ended up finding myself.
That's the thing about self-reflection. Like, you is at the center of it all. At the center of all of the things that is happening, like environments, like the noise. We talk about outside noises, like canceling outside noise in our previous episode. It's like, you gotta stay true to the picture that you have been painting. So it's like, we get it. Like, you gotta have a plan to it. Like, if you go out with a plan, then you're most likely not gonna fail.
Which is true. Yeah.
Like, we're not saying like you're closer to success than you not having a plan.
Which is true.
Like, you cannot just be winging stuff, bro.
You can't. In life, you need multiple plans.
Fact.
Plan A, B, C. But as long as you have a plan, everything will be okay.
Fact. If you stand for something, it's great.
It's great.
Like, a nigga that don't, if you don't stand for anything, you're gonna fall for
you're
anything.
gonna fall, which is true.
Right. So it's you gotta be on your grind. You gotta be on your focus, man. Suave, man. It's confidently. If I'm chasing this thing, this man right here is in his finals in engineering,
man,
and you be chasing it. Like, you've had to go through hours of like courses you have to take, and you're like, no, I gotta skip the class. You be skipping classes?
When they say,
don't lie to me.
Listen, once in a while, of course I do.
Right.
Like, there's just some moments where it's like I get frustrated with class, so I'm like, nah, I can't do this.
Right.
But let me just say this: when it comes to trials and tribulations, I'll say this degree has put me through those. But I want to thank God for everything that has done and everything that He's going to do.
Right.
So this is something that makes me truly happy.
I like that. I think it also makes you see that if you can go through the hassle of college, you can do anything.
I can do anything.
It's automatic.
It is automatic. And the one thing about college that I love is that I learned so many things even outside of the realm of school, even with just people that I've met, encounters.
So how to deal with relationships.
when I tell you
Yo,
relationships
you are
have
the
taught,
heavy side on that part.
Yeah.
Tell me about relationships.
bro.
I feel you. I feel like both in the career setting and the romantic setting, relationships, people, we gotta deal with people. We continuously always gonna be dealing with people, same gender, opposite gender. You just gotta respect them.
Exactly.
First of all, you gotta respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, you're not gonna respect the next person.
Which is true.
Yeah. So yeah, tell me about relationships. Like how you career. Like
So with relationships, I'll just talk about how it's been rough,
Right.
you know, dealing with, let's say, romantic relationships. Let's start off from there, and then I'll bring on my platonic relationships. But on romantic relationships, I'll say, and let me bring self-reflection into this. In the beginning, I saw myself as a person who loved love. Let me say that, you know, I had my first girlfriend. I wanted to be a good guy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Lover boy.
You're serious.
Yoruba angel, not demon.
That's the thing. I really was a Yoruba angel, but through Shege, you know,
you stress emphasis on the shege.
and everybody, Shege just means she showed me some.
Pepe.
Yeah, exactly.
You went through it.
I went through.
You went
it.
through the trenches.
Yes, and that turned me into somebody who I wasn't.
Fact.
I turned into a Yoruba demon. I can be honest about
So
that.
she made me ruthless. Hey, we
ruthless.
talk about self-reflection. You can't put the blame on her. You gotta accept it.
Exactly. The blame was on me the
Fact.
whole time. But initially, I saw it as, this is what she did to me. She
Fact.
made me this way. And I was just running through the world, doing anything, anyhow, losing myself. Exactly.
Fact.
But through these years,
Right.
you know, through self-reflection,
Right.
I realized what I'm doing isn't right.
Facts.
Is this what I want from my life?
Fact.
I know who I am.
Right.
And I know
right.
this isn't who I was before.
Right.
So why am I acting like
Why
this
you changing
now?
for people to suit their needs?
Exactly.
Why?
Why did I change because of my situation? You know, I
That's-
was supposed to adapt,
That's powerful, man.
but I didn't adapt.
How long was the relationship for? How did it last?
It was a year.
It's draining. Relationships will be draining.
And that was my first relationship. I won't say I'm a relationship person,
Nobody
but
is.
that one was
Nobody
something
is.
serious to me.
Relationships aren't linear. Like there's no one hard and fast route to it.
There's no,
Like-
not at all.
It could move different ways. It's just about people making conscious decisions to make it work.
Exactly.
If two parties don't come together to agree,
It
you're on your
won't
level.
work.
You're on your level.
You're on your level, no, seriously. Because if you want to make it work, but they don't want to make it work, how is it gonna work? It's a two-way thing.
Yeah, it's a two-way traffic.
It's a two-way traffic, exactly. So that's really big.
Yeah. So segue into career. Like, how have you been handling? Like what are the role models you looked at? Like trying to be an engineer. Like,
Role models, my uncles. Yeah, so a lot of my uncles are engineers. So, you know, growing up, we would talk. They would even call me their little engineer.
I know, right?
You get-
Engineer, come fix this.
Exactly. So I look up to my uncles a lot, and they really taught me a lot on that. This is not gonna be easy. They told me that in the beginning,
Right.
and of course I thought, oh, they're just talking,
Right.
But when I got
nothing good
here,
comes easy.
nothing good. That's a big one. Nothing good comes easy in this life. Everything that you want to, you know, achieve or attain, you have to work for it.
Fact.
It will never just get handed to you.
Yo, talent is not just enough. Like, you gotta go through the hard work. You gotta discipline. You gotta go through the lesson. Talent would take you far, but hard work would take you further.
What you just said is philosophy because
I know.
Go ahead.
No, finish.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, even in this college journey, I've seen a lot of people who are smart, like they know their stuff, but because they weren't working hard,
Fact.
they just washed out. Because even me, I know I'm not the smartest one. Of course, I think I'm smart, but I know I'm not the smartest one. But because of my hard work,
Fact.
that's what's brought me here.
Fact.
And of course, God too. He's the one pushing me and motivating me. So I
mean,
have to give it to him.
and it comes from we all came from the image of God. So if you see yourself as an image of God, you're gonna respect that image. Like, I'm respecting God and I'm doing godly things. It's gonna put you on the right. Oh, I got it. You're a mini God on your own. You create. Like that's how we started our podcast. We're like, yo, come on, we'll meet the guys, man. We go, let's start a camera.
Exactly.
And just press play. Literally, I tell my friends, though, I started YouTube just pressing play.
Just pressing play, speaking.
And that's the work.
Yeah.
That's the first work, Yo, we've been going today, man. I don't know how many more minutes we got. Like,
no, really.
Right. We just be on. Yeah. So what would you, like, what are the key points? What would you say are the key lessons to know? Like, how would you summarize, like, the importance of self-reflection?
Okay. The importance of self-reflection is you just know who you are. Right. And when you know who you are, no one can stop you. Nothing can stop you. And that's the most important thing in this life. Knowing who you are. Right.
I think my last final thought would be, win, man. In every situation, win. There's going to be hard times, difficult times. Just win. That's the only option.
Just win.
And this is where we say, stop. Thank you for catching up on the seventh word.
Thank you.
Hola.
This is Suave.
Adios.
Suave.
Let's go.